joined by BloodCatz, who you see right there as we continue our 7 Days to Die series. Once again, it is your host, Arachnid Soul. Follow me on Twitter at Arachnid Soul and find BloodCatz at youtube.com/BloodCatz with a Z. If you guys have been following this series, you know what we're doing. We're running around at night, which we usually don't do, and you know why we're doing it. We're looking for antibiotics. BloodCatz has been infected. You see us on the map, and this is where I want to go. This whole area out here that's grayed out. We've never been over there. Wait a minute. Yeah, one of the cop zombies, the police officers who likes to spit up acid on you. We need to get away from this guy. They're tanky as hell and they're dangerous. In any case, we're wandering through the wasteland here, which we haven't done before. Episode 4 starting right now. If you have not seen the first 3 episodes, pause this episode, go watch the previous 3, get caught up, get your bearings, know where we are, and then come back and finish this episode. We're out, it's the early morning, we're heading into the wasteland. We have hardly any food on us, but like I've said before, it's because we're looking for those antibiotics that we've got to make choices that we usually wouldn't make. The game's called 7 Days to Die. Once again, not because you only get to play for 7 days and then the game starts over. It's called 7 Days to Die because if you're unlucky enough to get infected by the zombie virus, if one of them bites you, if you get scratched enough times, as we now see me setting a waypoint here, if you get infected, the disease gets worse and worse over the course of the 7 days. After 7 days, you do die. The only cure is to find antibiotics, which are extremely hard to find in this game, which is why you've seen me out at night going into barns. Now we're going into the wasteland. It almost looks like we're playing one of those planetary levels on Mass Effect. Running around here, not much food, flashlights out, and we're hoping for the best. And while we've got a little bit of time here, let me thank all of you once again. I don't know if you guys saw that last video I put up in the 7 Days to Die series. 200 subscribers. Can't thank you guys enough. Here come the zombies. Oh god. An infected dog. And I completely missed that shot, and I'm about to starve to death. So as much as I want to help out BloodCatz here, I'm going to have to hope the dog doesn't attack me, and I'm going to have to drink some of this yucca juice. This should refill a little bit of my hunger there. You see it on the heads-up display. The awesome thing about having these flashlights, which we were damn lucky to find, is that if you get lost and you can't find your friend and you're not actually tracking them on the map, they can just kind of flash the flashlight and you'll see them eventually. We've been wanting to make this journey for a couple of nights now. The problem has been we did not have the supplies. We were not going to go into the wasteland until, like I said, I believe in episode 1, until we had guns, because as you're going to see later on, most likely, there are giant insects in the wasteland, and if you do not have guns, you are screwed. They will follow you forever, and they are relentless. What is this? Oh, nice. Basically, I just found a recipe, and what that's going to let me do is craft, if you will, some new armor that's going to be stronger. I'm just going to have to keep drinking this yucca juice and hope that at some point we find some food somewhere. I mean, Cats isn't much better off. We kind of split up the small amount of supplies that we had before we left the house. By the way, I guess in another episode, I've got to show you guys the house. I worked on it in episode 1. It was incomplete. It's, for the most part, finished now. There's a roof. We've got the walls up, the windows. It's 2 stories, and it's secure enough that I feel comfortable spending the night there. I guess I'll show you that in an upcoming video. So you kind of play the game here of how far away from the house do we go? You have to kind of measure in, is it worth? I completely missed because I'm using the pickaxe, which is not long enough, doesn't have the range to connect with that zombie there. But you kind of have to ask yourself the question, do you have enough food? And if you go out a mile, you need to have enough food to come back a mile to get to the house, but of course we don't even have food at the house, which is why I just picked up that moldy bread. You can use that moldy bread if you have all of the other ingredients, and you can actually make antibiotics almost, you know, the way you would make penicillin. But finding all of the things to make antibiotics are actually harder than finding antibiotics. So I'm not going to hold my breath and wait for that one. Generally speaking, on this game, if you stay on the street long enough, if you wander around long enough, you will wander into what used to be civilization, some buildings that are standing a little bit better than these buildings are. Look in this cooler. Possibly food in here. Well, yes, there is venison in there. Unfortunately, it's raw, and I would want to eat it cooked so I didn't get sick. And to cook it, you need to have the stove or the oven or the campfire, whatever you want to call it, to cook it, which we do not have. And if you're wondering why I didn't just pick it up and save it for later, it's because the zombies on this game have a great sense of smell. The aroma from any kind of raw meat, especially the venison on this game, is so strong that you leave a scent and the zombies can kind of trace you and track you like bloodhounds. So unless you're going to cook it there and eat it there, it's just better to leave venison alone on this game. And that's another cop zombie you hear regurgitating in the background. You actually saw the acid there for a second. If you look on the compass, which is right over the heads-up display at the bottom of the middle of the screen there, you see that red flag. That's the waypoint we're trying to head towards. I do hear one of the insects now. Sounds like a big cicada. There it is. It's a giant hornet, or as I call it for whatever reason, a bee. This thing will track you and follow you and sting you forever until you are dead. So when you see one of these, I can't quite get it. I'm going to keep trying. Oh, it's going behind here. Look at that. The evasive maneuvering. When you see one of these, you need to kill it. Plus, you do get a jar of honey. Damn! So I'm guessing Cats does not like insects. I dare her to put another 300 rounds into that son of a bitch. God, I'm out here trying to conserve ammo. As you can see, that was the husband, here comes the wife, she's mad. To make the kids orphans right here. Let's see if I can aim. That connected, one more. That's it. Go get that honey. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's another thing about being out here. It's kind of dark. And you have to stay cautious because a lot of these zombies don't make noise when they sneak up. I mean, in older versions of this game, you had a little map there. It was a radar, and it would show you the zombies, and for that reason, you always knew where they were. Here, now on Alpha 9.1, that is over. Alright, nice. 2 jars of honey. That'll help us a little bit with our stamina. That'll help us also with our thirst, I believe. Oh, yeah. Our hydration as well as our hunger. There you see it, my hunger meter filling up slightly there. If I was closer to the house, I'd probably get that because you can actually break that down, and if you know the recipe, you can make bullets with the brass you get from the trophy. But this far away, let's see what's in here, nothing. This far away from home, it's like I don't want to carry anything extra because if I find something good, I just like to be able to pick it up real quick. I don't want to have to swap things out, and there's a zombie right there, and it's a whole thing, so... Let's see, do I have to mess with this guy or not? No, I don't know if he's paying attention to me. Let me... Yes, he is. Let's see if I can get out of here quick enough. This is going to be close. Oh! He was right on me. Another step, and he would have taken a swipe at me. I might have become infected, which would not be good. The goal here is not only to find antibiotics, the goal here is also for me to not at any point become infected. Like I said previously, could those lockers possibly make any more noise? See here, I'm just kind of scouting around looking to see if I can find a backpack, because that's usually where you'll find food. Because this liquid diet is not the best game plan. Oh, here we go, duffel bag. Untouched. Well, you know, the shotgun ammo will be nice. I do have a shotgun on me. Unfortunately, I would rather have food. Especially since I don't actually plan to use the shotgun unless it's last resort. We haven't seen many zombies, and that's a direct result of the fact that I'm trying to be as quiet as I possibly can. Oh, look at this! In the background here, I am seeing a little bit of, what is that? Some kind of building over there. As we see BloodCatz again. Oh yeah, there's a couple of buildings. Look at this. This is promising. And if you guys have not checked out, while we're talking about zombies, if you have not checked out my latest Secret Stash video that went up a couple of days ago, Secret Stash Killing Floor, the zombie first-person shooter survival game, go check that out. Not much going on in that car. Again, a lot of the stuff I'm finding is cool stuff, but it's not stuff I need right now. I'm not going to try to break into whatever this is, whatever building this gas station, because I would have to use an axe or a pickaxe or something. It's going to make too much noise, and I don't feel it's necessary. Sneak around back here, see what's going on. Oh, cop zombie going on. Scratch that idea. Now let's head over here towards this big building. It's like a 6-story building, maybe. So that building is going to be absolutely full of stuff, probably full of zombies, so it's probably a good thing that one of the things that both Katz and I brought on this little excursion are firearms. Check around the outside here, see if we can find anything. We've come all this way and still have not found any food. I'm in a constant state of hunger. And I've got 6 jars of yucca juice left. Okay, shovel, hammer, and the wrench, which you can use to repair things. Same as the hammer, pretty much. But I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to break this down. We're going to ask you all to come back next time and explore this building with us. You're going to find out what's going on in this building. Who's going on in this building? Will we find antibiotics? Will we find a massive amount of zombies? Will we find food? Will I get infected? Will I get attacked? Same bat time, same bat channel. We are going to cut it off here. Follow yours truly on Twitter @ArachnidSoul. Hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to go over and check out, and if you like what you see, subscribe to BloodCatz, youtube.com/BloodCatz. Next episode, we are going into this building, and I will catch you guys and girls later.